Dear viewers, welcome to the SSGTV South Sudan Global and subscribe for our real-time updates. South Sudan's President Salva Kiir Mayardit returned to the capital, Juba, on Sunday evening after an 8-day visit to South Africa, where talks focused on elections and bilateral ties. Kiir Mayardit was received at Juba International Airport by senior government and military officials, including Vice President for the Economic Cluster, Dr. James Wani Iga. Iga, also deputy chairman of the ruling SPLM party, is currently the most senior vice president following the house arrest and suspension of first vice president Dr. Riek Machar, who faces treason charges before a special court in Juba. South Sudan has 5 vice presidents under the 2018 Revitalized Agreement on the Resolution of the Conflict in South Sudan, RACSIS, a power-sharing deal that has been weakened by repeated violations and disputes among its signatories, particularly Kiir and Machar. A group of supporters, including youth and women, also gathered at the airport, some wearing white t-shirts bearing pro-Kiir slogans reading, "I support President Kiir, champion of peace." At that summit, regional leaders agreed on key principles, including no extension of South Sudan's transitional period and the conduct of general elections in December. In a statement issued after Kiir's return to Juba, the president's press secretary, Arek Aldo Ajao, said the visit followed up on the African Union C5+ engagement led by Ramaphosa and focused on advancing implementation of the 2018 peace agreement, preparations for elections, and strengthening bilateral relations. The statement said discussions at the head of state level reaffirmed commitments to holding elections as scheduled, maintaining dialogue on electoral issues, and respecting judicial independence. At the bilateral level, the two sides explored ways to revitalize cooperation in sectors including mining, aviation, agriculture, healthcare, education, tourism, and oil, with plans for a South Africa-South Sudan business summit in Juba. It added that talks emphasized inclusive dialogue, implementation of the 2018 revitalized peace agreement, and preparations for credible elections. President Kiir reiterated South Sudan's readiness to proceed with elections, reaffirming his commitment to peace, security, and democratic progress, it said. An observer's views. Political observer Edmond Yakani said the president's visit and related engagements in South Africa had helped clarify the government's position on holding general elections scheduled for December this year. However, he warned that significant challenges remain, including the need for a clear legal framework, adequate funding for the National Elections Commission, NEC, improved security, and early agreement on the electoral system to guide civic education. Elections are the only non-violent approach for a peaceful transfer of power, Yakani said, adding that inclusive dialogue among signatories to the 2018 peace agreement would be essential to build consensus. He also cautioned that timelines were tightening, noting a June 22, 2026 deadline for the NEC to publish the final voter register ahead of the planned December 22 polls. Yakani said public demand for elections remained high, but funding gaps and insecurity in parts of the country could undermine preparations. Kiir traveled to South Africa on March 14th, accompanied by senior officials, including Presidential Affairs Minister Africano Mande, his daughter and presidential envoy Adut Salva Kiir, and Press Secretary Arek Aldo Ajao. During the trip, speculation circulated on social media that the 74-year-old leader may have traveled for a medical checkup, though no official confirmation was given. The health of the president is often treated as a state secret, with information typically restricted. Despite official denials of any health issues, President Kiir has in recent years been observed appearing frail and requiring assistance during public functions. News as reported by Radio Tamazuj. Remember to subscribe to the SSGTV South Sudan Global.